Iraqi families want the U.S. to help bring Islamic State fighters and authorities responsible for a massacre in the country to justice. And joining me now in studio is One America's Taizi Parenchi, and we're going to talk more about this Speicher massacre. Thanks for joining me, Taizi.
Thank you, Patrick. That's right. The Speicher massacre is considered one of the Islamic State's bloodiest attacks against the Iraqi security forces, but it remains largely unresolved. And now, 3 years later, the victims' families are asking for help to find closure. Back in 2014, right after ISIS seized large parts of Iraq, including Mosul, the group claimed responsibility for the killing of as many as 1,700 unarmed Iraqi Air Force cadets. The young recruits, mostly Shiite men aged between 19 and 25 years old, were on break outside Camp Speicher near Tikrit when they were kidnapped, tortured, and killed by the Islamic State. Some of the men were thrown in the river, others were left in mass graves. Very few survived.
The fourth bullet was meant to kill me, but it missed. The next bullet killed the man next to me. I played dead and fell to the ground. I was covered by the blood of my comrades, and I rolled down into the valley.
ISIS later released gruesome videos and photos of the massacre in what came to be one of the group's main forms of propaganda and online recruitment. Months after Iraqi forces recaptured the base in March 2015, they found up to a dozen mass graves, but many recruits remain missing. The Iraqi government blamed ISIS and members of Saddam Hussein's dismantled party for the atrocity and executed 36 people for taking part in the killings. However, many condemned the execution, saying the men did not play a role in the massacre and only confessed over torture. Authority figures have also never been charged, and families now want international help to reopen the case, saying the original investigation only scratched the surface. Last week, an Iraqi campaign to uncover the truth behind the massacre collected more than 1 million signatures. Iraqis believe having answers about what is considered one of the country's worst attacks is essential for national reconciliation. Patrick?
And Taizi, this investigation and the whole idea of national reconciliation is becoming more and more important by the day as this fight against ISIS looks to, and it seems to be coming to an end in Iraq. What's the latest there?
Exactly. ISIS is losing ground in Iraq. On Sunday, Iraqi officials said they expect the battle for western Mosul to end in a matter of days. And now the army is advancing toward the heart of Mosul's old city with air and ground support from the U.S.-led coalition. This, as officials believe, about 350 Islamic State fighters are still in Mosul, defending the group's last stronghold in Iraq. For One American News, I'm Taizi Parenti. Back to you.
Thank you, Taizi.